I really wanted to shoot this video a little bit earlier, but judging by my appearance, I've been sick for like 10 days in between holidays and I finally made it. Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. I'm Angelos, aka Greek Perfume Aficionado, and this is my perfume vlog. If you enjoy what you see, the content, the reviews, the top 10 list, top 20 list, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications in order to stay up to date with any future upload. So finally the giveaway video is up and it's about the new, unreleased yet, it's maturating perfume from Parfums Dusita. And look at this beautiful presentation for a sample, okay? So, without further ado, let's start this testing. I won't lie to you, I tested it before. You get this beautiful card with the beautiful artwork, everything made by Pissara Umavijani, the perfumer and owner of the brand. You get this sample. I think it's probably 2 ml. So let's spray it and let's see how this smells. From the initial spray and the first whiff you will get from this spray, you get the signature, let's say, capability of this very talented perfumer to provide the best floral accords. She is a genius when we're talking about floral fragrances and floral accords. So this perfume has to do with iris. It's also inspired by the poems of her father. Every single perfume she creates is inspired from the poems of her father. This one is no exception. And of course it has to do with iris. And to be more specific, orris root. So this perfume is a violet iris, a little bit citrusy and a little bit musky in general. Let's go deeper than this more general presentation. It opens up with a very sparkling and natural smelling and beautiful citrus accord, Splendiris accord with bergamot, with mandarin, with blood orange. And you get it right off the bat. It's so invigorating, it's so you feel good when you smell it. Then you start to smell and realize the existence of violet leaves. And let me tell you, violet leaves is absolutely my favorite raw material, natural raw material. The smell of violet leaves is divine. A really expensive raw material as well. So, a very potent raw material, you have to put just a little bit in the composition. So you start smelling the violet leaves, which is actually a green, violet-y and a little bit sweet as well, and herbal smell. It's divine. So you start smelling after these citruses kind of fade away, you start smelling this amazing note, which is one of the main players in this composition. I smell it throughout the life of this fragrance. So, violet leaves, and you have some earthy undertones from the carrot seed oil, gives this beautiful earthy and also rooty undertone. And now it's the transition to the heart notes, and you get this floral heaven. I told you in the beginning of this video because she definitely knows how to use and utilize florals. So, you have orris root, of course. It's what this fragrance is all about. Actually, it's iris. You also have some facets from violet. And of course, ingredient this perfumer, Pissara, uses a lot is rose de mai. It's one of the most beautifully smelling roses. It's the rose from grass, rose de mai or rose centifolia. And you get this slightly, not animalic, but this slightly funkiness you can get from the real flower of jasmine if you smell it. And then you have a beautiful, sweet, definitely on the edge of being gourmand, but it's not a gourmand fragrance. It's just so sweet, woody, earthy and rooty at the dry down, and a little bit animalic, a little bit. So at the dry down you have vanilla, resinous, woody smell from cedar wood. You have ambergris and a vetiver note, a vetiver IT note, which I totally adore. It's one of my favorite vetivers, one of the less harsh vetivers around. A very pleasant, a very earthy, rooty, smoky, but at the same time not too much vetiver, if this makes sense. The dry down also reminds me a lot of one of Pissara Umavijani or Parfums Dusita creations, which was Era 1, and Era 1 was one of her latest perfumes, and has kind of the same vetiver sweet dry down that Era 1 had. That was my 2 or 5 or 10 cents about this fragrance. I'm still discovering it. It's very, very complex. It's not something super easy, and by all means something not stable and linear. It's very complex. It's changing all the time. It's beautifully blended, and I'm waiting for the time that this fragrance will be released. I think it will be during springtime. There is another story behind. Pissara cooperated with Fragrantica and they created something like a contest, because this fragrance is unnamed yet. So Pissara gave you the opportunity to participate in a contest and suggest a name for this fragrance. And there was a prize also if you were the winner, the person who finds the name for this fragrance. I am not sure by the time I'm shooting this video if this contest is still valid, so please check out. I am definitely not sure about that. The thing that I am going to do, because I visited Paris and I visited of course Parfums Dusita boutique, Pissara gave me some samples for you, so I decided to make a giveaway for you. These are 3 samples, so we'll get 3 winners from this giveaway. All you have to do in order to participate in this giveaway is to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, also follow Parfums Dusita on Instagram, and just leave a comment down below. It will be super easier for me to pick a winner with the randomizer, you know, this stuff. I will leave this giveaway for, let's say, 5 days from now, from the time I upload the video, so feel free to participate. Once again, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my little review about this perfume, about this forthcoming release. Thanks again. Until the next one. Cheers.